Hi, this is SRT Actual Caleb Schuster.
And this is SRT Logistics, Doug McClure.
We're here to answer a question that I get asked a lot for some reason. People ask me, where did you get your patches? I'm just going to go through, we actually have three different patches here. We've got our field patch, which is the BTT patch. We've got our team patch, which is our SRT patch. And then we have our team patch for the back of the vest. So our large SRT vest, or our large SRT patch. The BTT ones are the first ones I bought. I made some mistakes when I bought these. When you buy them, there's a lot of times there's a setup charge, and it's just as cheap to buy 200 as it is to buy 100. So I ended up buying 200 of these at 92 cents a piece. But what I really didn't think about was I didn't get 100% coverage. I think there's about 75% coverage with a 2.5 inch patch. So without the 100% coverage, they're a little bit more wobbly than they would be if they were 100% coverage with stitching for everything instead of just that gray area. So you do get more of a 3D look, but it's not, like I said, it's not as rigid. The other problem I had with these is I didn't opt for mirroring. I didn't even know what mirroring is at the time, but mirroring is where you get that kind of heavy stitch at the edge. So if you ever get patches, I would definitely recommend spending the extra money on mirroring, because if you look at these patches, there's that heavy edge at the corner that kind of holds the shape of the patch. These ones you either have to glue or sew down to something, and you have to sew the entire edge, otherwise they peel up really easily because they're not real rigid. So that's those. Like I said, I had 200 of them, 92 cents a piece. And we didn't get Velcro on them either, which if I had to opt, I would have definitely gotten the Velcro put on them before in the first place.
Now, I can tell you that gluing does not work very well on these. I can tell you that from personal experience.
Yeah.
I've had to re-glue them 2 or 3 times. I use that magic mender you see on TV. I could sew them, but I'm just too lazy to.
So magic mender's not.
Well, there's other.
If you see it on TV,
there's other. That's supposed to be the best, and pay $10 for a bottle. But there's other liquid hemming stuff you can get to do hems, which would do the same thing. Never tried that. It may work better. Don't know. But I can tell you, gluing is not, especially on a thin patch, because when you wash it, it's going to bend a lot, and it's going to let the adhesive come apart.
Yeah, mine I actually have sewed on there, and I had somebody sew it. So the whole thing, around all the edges is sewn, and it's held up pretty well here, but it's on a nice, hard, stiff, piece of gear. If you sew it on a piece of cloth, it'll still kind of flex around a lot, and it doesn't look that great. So, overall, I got these from Butler Patches. They're not a bad patch company by any means. Like I said, I made some mistakes when I ordered it. I should have, spent the extra money, got less patches, and gone for the mirroring and gone for the Velcro off the bat. They still work. Like I said, if you put them on something like this and you sew them on there, they look fine. But if I had to go back and do it again, I would have gotten the mirroring. The SRT, the smaller patch, is about a 3.5 by 3 inch patch. We got 30 of them at $6.57 a piece. These ones I was really happy with. Like I said, we spent the extra money and got the mirroring on the edge. We got 100% stitching coverage, so you have stitching across the entire thing, or the embroidery, 100% embroidery coverage, which does cost more, but like I said, in the end, you're only buying so many patches, it's worth it to spend the extra money.
Well, the Velcro backing is going to make them a little stiffer too to begin with.
The Velcro backing makes them a lot stiffer, and I asked him, he said that's about the thickest patch you can get. Because that's what I was unhappy about these, is they're so thin. These ones are definitely thicker, and they actually come with both sides of Velcro. So you get this piece of Velcro and this works if you're going to glue or sew this to something and you want to be able to attach and detach the patch. Okay, so
don't glue it.
All right, so we're not gluing.
No.
So if you sew this to something, if you want to put this on here and you want to be able to take your patch on and off, it's nice that it comes with the patch backing to do that with. But usually you're just going to be able to take this and you can just stick it right onto Velcro on your gear or Velcro on your hat.
No, on our SRT ball caps, they already come with the Velcro patch on the forehead, so all you do is peel it back off, slap it on, you're good to go.
Yeah, and that came with a nice big Velcro. So you really need 100% Velcro coverage to put this on. You can't put it on like a half Velcro coverage and have the edges sticking out, because it doesn't look that great. The last patch we got is that one. That was our larger patch for the back. We got 15 of those at $7.50 a piece, which that's a larger patch, so not a bad deal. That one's only 50% embroidery coverage, and it's a 6.5 by 4 inch patch. So definitely a much larger patch, and they again gave us a deal because we already went through and ordered a bunch of patches. This is the same people, the quality lapel pins, quality patches, qualityembroidery.com, qualityembroiderypatches.com.
And you got the mirroring on the edge.
We definitely, yeah, we got the mirroring on the edge. The only difference with this one is because it was a larger patch and we only had a little bit of stuff we wanted to put on there, we went for the 50% embroidery coverage, which this one, like I said, it's a patch for the back that's already on a nice hard surface. It's not gonna bend, so it definitely works okay.
And that Velcro is good, because you can't get it apart. There we go.
Yeah, I haven't had any problems with the Velcro patches coming off, as long as you've got a nice flat surface to Velcro it to.
Yeah.
So that's our patches. That's what we paid for them. That's where we got them. So Butler sourcing for these ones. And like I said, we kind of made some mistakes and didn't get the mirroring. And quality lapel pins for the SRT ones that we're really happy with and have held up really well. You can call any of these companies or email them, and they'll be happy to give you a quote, you know, on the specifics of your patch. And every patch is going to be different, how much they charge you. But that's what we did. So thanks for watching, and there's the answer to that question.